Hello friends, on 14 June, government announced a new scheme for recruitment into the Indian Armed Forces, that is the Agnipath Scheme. Not even a few days elapsed from the announcement, the youth came down to the streets to protest against it. Like always, some protests were very violent and they have taunted the public properties. But the biggest question here is that why this Agnipath scheme is so controversial? Why are the people enraged over this Agnipath scheme? So let's know about this scheme and what are the pros and cons of this scheme. Youngsters preparing to join the armed forces being turned more violent because of the Agnipath scheme, and the war of the Agnipath scheme resulted in being in at least 9 trains being torched in different parts of the country. Protesters set railway coach on fire and they have barricaded many highways and they have also blocked the railway lines. As per the Agnipath scheme, 46,000 soldiers would be recruited every year for Indian Armed Forces, and the age limit would be 17.5 years to 21 years, and the person who are selected for this scheme are named as a Agniveer. But this service wouldn't be for the commissioned force such as lieutenant and lieutenant general. Persons who are selected from this scheme would be recruited for the non-commissioned posts such as the Sepoy and Nayak. In the first year, the recruits would get a salary of around 30,000 rupees per month. By the fourth year, they would be getting around a 40,000 rupees per month. Additionally, when the soldiers leave their post after 4 years, they would be given a lump sum amount of 1.1 million rupees from the government's Seva Nidhi scheme. You might ask, why would they leave their post 4 years later? Friends, this is the biggest drawback of this scheme. The Agniveer's post is for 4 years only. Once the 4 years is over, the government will give you the money, certificate and then let you go. But after that they have to search for the other jobs. This will be happen to at least 75% of the Agniveers. The government has promised that they will give employment, but 75% of Agniveers are employed only for 4 years. After that they have to look for the other jobs. There is no pension, there is no job security, and friends, this is the biggest drawback of this scheme. So looking at the present circumstance, the people are worried about their future. When people think of the government job, they expect for a permanent source of income, job security, social security and pension. And being an army officer is a highly respectable job. In India, the army officers get additional benefits too, such as subsidized housing and food. But in this scheme, there is no such additional benefits, not even the basic benefits of the other government jobs.